I grew up in Turkey, and I essentially moved to the so-called US, or in Ohlone territory, which is like the Bay Area in California, when I was about 8. You would assume that like as like a trans, like, you know, just, yeah, as a trans, queer, Indigenous person, that I would find some community there, which, you know, maybe there was, and I, you know, just wasn't really plugged in, but definitely felt like a sense of isolation. And so I started experiencing what some people call parallel realities, which to me, I actually don't consider them. Like sometimes I do, I use that language. And other times I actually think that it's just indigenous realities, or just different realities of just because a lot of my different, like my experiences with parallel realities were with the more than human world, or like, you know, trees, and like squirrels and birds, and just like the sky, and just having these really deep forms of kinship with them as a young person, and finding refuge with them. And so I was pathologized for that, and just like in particular my relationships, of like being able to like talk to certain beings that weren't human, and again was feeling really further isolated being pathologized, and yeah, that was really just challenging, because that's where I was finding refuge and meaning and belonging. You know, being, you know, pathologized and shared, you know, essentially that my experiences of reality were not accurate, you know, like that creates a huge disruption in like the bedrock of like a person's a person's like reality, and also a person's experience and like sovereignty. It's like, okay, if I'm not experiencing reality correctly, whatever correctly means, which we'll get into later, like then I like you're like taking the strength of a person in some ways, or like they're a part of their soul, or disrupting it. And so that's something that I'm really passionate about, is like really advocating for radical mental health, challenging saneism and ableism, especially at the intersections of race.